1, wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
There!
Sergeant, repeat! Resume your positions now!
Andy's coming, everybody! Back to your places, hurry! Where's my ear? Who's in my ear? Did you see my ear? Wait! Here I come! Here I come!
That's great.
I can't resist. Every time I got to bring that one up. Guys, welcome. We have been waiting, at least 3 months.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. We were talking about this before August. And then, because I was like, I got all this stuff coming. And now I've got like all this stuff. So it's, boy.
Guys, the only reason we're really doing this is because our wives have seen the mounting packages at the front door and the ones we tried to hide. So we were threatened under extreme bodily harm to make this stream so they could see as evidence what we've collected, so they know where the money's been going. But thank you guys for joining us.
In front of the house. Did you get more action figures? No, sweetie, that's medical supplies.
She was like, "Didn't you already get that one?" I was like, "No." It's like, "So you bought another one?" Yes. So she's like, "You know what? You need to have a stream, unbox all this so that we know what to spend the money on." So,
And actually, Mrs. the Empire also is like, you have another one of those? You already have like 13 of that figure. And I'm like, but sweetie, this one's different.
It's a limited edition.
It's
Okay,
different.
exactly. It's like if they wanted me to have, if they didn't want me to have this one, they wouldn't have made it. Okay, so they knew, they read my thoughts, and that's how we are into this situation. I was like, I don't say the same thing. I was like, honey, I don't say the same thing when you say going to coach. Okay, I know the difference between the red one and the blue one. I'm not even gonna fight with you on this one. Okay, I'm just saying this one has the accessories, the other one didn't. Okay, so
Exactly.
but they're not compatible, so I have to buy
it's
that.
so easy. It's so easy to explain. It's so easy.
It is very easy. I was like, it's. I don't understand why this is. How is this an issue right now? Okay, how is this an issue? But anyway, man, I am so glad you could join us again, so we can unbox some more toys. And thank you, chat, as well, for joining us. Let's see what we got here. What else do I have it on here? Hold on one second.
Why do I do?
Wow, mine's doing this. We're both booming right now.
Look, what am I
That's
doing?
a proper introduction.
It's just like gone. I don't know what happened. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Dude,
It's good.
that is awesome. Thank you,
Hey, Jana.
Jacob Ironside said E.G.O Roman.
Sir?
Angry Canadian dude, thanks for joining us from Japan. Program, hail, good sir. What you call? I didn't even know that they had Fifth Element action figures. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even sure if I've seen the Fifth Element before.
You know what? You don't need to see it. That's the beauty of the Fifth Element. It's a film that no one needs to see.
Yeah, it's full of quotable things.
Everybody loves the Fifth Element except me. I am the one person on the planet that does not like the Fifth Element.
I feel like if that happens, I might feel the same way. It's like I'm not gonna diss the movie. It's just it might be weird for me to watch because it's like, isn't the movie supposed to be in Dallas in the future, or something like that?
I don't even know. I don't even remember. I have a lot of blocks as far as the Fifth Element go because I hate it so much.
All right, Bobby, I didn't even know they were naughty or nice figures by Fresh. Honestly, I am scared to Google that whole phrase. If you have me a link, I'll click it on if it's a link. It's just I'm not gonna willingly go in there because I'm not gonna be able to explain to Shiro like, why did you look up naughty or nice figures by a place called Fresh?
Yeah, I don't do that. That's probably a bad idea. I don't know what happens,
right.
but
if you email me the link, if you email me the link so I can tell Shiro how that's happened in case it winds up sending me someplace I don't need to be. Zach's the nerd. What's up, dude?
Yes.
Right. And got trophy here. Can Roman show us his collected of bad dragon toys? I don't even want to know, man.
Wait, what?
See, walk over you, dude. Nice. All right, C4C. What's going on, man? All right, dude. All right, you ready to get into the first one we got?
I am.
Go right ahead, man.
Right. Thank you, good sir. So I saw this one, and yes, I have a couple Daredevil figures. However, I don't have the Daredevil Marvel Knights figure, and you can already see what's different. The costume is slightly changed. It doesn't give you any kind of really interesting thing on the back of the box. It's just kind of Matt Murdock has superpowers because he went blind. It's kind of a useless box. But I know in the comics they had gone over to this kind of scruffy looking version of Daredevil. So I'm going to get it out of the box here.
I'm going to highlight you up here too.
Because I've got the classic figure of Daredevil. Let's see. I'm going to try to point the proper way here with the right hand. Right there. I've got the yellow and red. I also have a red one that I've never opened. That's one of my few minted boxes still. And yeah, I know I'm a hypocrite because I generally unbox all these things on the floor with the box. Oh God. All right. I'm already losing parts. Hang on. Oh God. All right, we got it. His spear twirly thing jumped out at me.
But dude, which ones are the Marvel? Oh, is the Marvel Knights is the one where they do like the 1609? Is that the ones you're talking? Like, which version of this one is? Do you know?
No. This isn't the 1609. I mean, I guess Marvel Knights must have been. I mean, they have a series of figures, and you get to build the Mindless, which I don't know what the F a Mindless is.
I got you. Hold on.
So this is the Daredevil figure, and one of the things I want you to see on this, if I can get it, there we go. That head sculpt is the reason I bought the figure, is because it is something unique, something just different looking, and this is the kind of your standard figure, though. I mean, as far as your articulation points and all that stuff goes, just normal looking. But that if I can get a good focus there, of the head, there we go. And I mean, I love the red and black. I think it's just a nice looking figure, just fun. He comes with the usual, his little nunchuck who's it thingies, which is cool. Yes, I do. Remember though, I actually have this thing. It's not like I don't. It's not a made up thing.
It's actual collection.
Studio configuration. I had to go over to a green screen, so otherwise I was setting up my stuff every single time. And any YouTuber could tell you that is as much fun as watching The Fifth Element. But anyway, it's a good looking figure. Good looking figure. If you can get it to focus, it's even better. So that's my first one, Daredevil from Marvel Knights, and this is your standard Marvel Legends price for a figure. It was the like $80, So again, very affordable. That's one of the nice things about collecting in this age, is you do get these mother of God.
What happened? You break?
Okay, I'm back. These nuts tilted over. I almost remember we talked about me having a stroke earlier. That was almost it. But you do get these nice looking figures that they don't cost a ton of money. You have the Mezco figures and all those other things. Those are the level ups, and they do cost more. But for $20, these are really cool, and stuff like this really didn't exist when I was a kid. So I'm just really enjoying that. I'm enjoying the modern age of action figure. I can't speak, collecting immensely. I haven't had anything to drink today. This is all clean, folks. This is just me straight up.
No drinking, dude. All right. So for the one that I've got, I don't have a lot of Superman's rogues, and I love collecting all of the Green Lantern ones, especially from like the Sinestro Co-War that led into like Darkest Night and Brightest Day. So I combined the two and actually wound up getting Cyborg Superman on this one. So give me a second here, and I'm gonna go ahead and unbox mine as well.
Oh, that's good looking, dude.
Yeah, I am so mad I did not consider doing a pre-unboxing. Like, that is a smart thing. I need to start doing that. I need a pre-unboxing.
Well, because you got to get. So for those of you who do action figure streams, when you open the figure, you're not just opening the figure. They give you a Rubik's Cube of things you have to undo to get the figure out of the box. And you're saying, Roman, why do they do that? Because people steal stuff. And thieves make it difficult for good, honest action figure collectors like E.G.O and myself to do an unboxing stream without, the possibility of serious injury. He could split an artery at any moment. Shiro's going to come in. She's going to put a tourniquet on him, and then that's what you're going to have for the stream. He's still fighting with the box. I wasn't kidding, folks. I wasn't kidding. This is it's a nightmare.
It is. And the thing is, because the more points of articulation, like the elbows and joints that can bend, like you have to put a twisty tie around those, and it's a pain in the ass to get those things off.
It is. Yeah, it's. So the one you just did was a tough box, too. That was a hard looking box.
It was, but it was like this. I think it's the difference between toys from maybe 6 years ago, guys, and the toys that are out now is there aren't that many points of articulation, but they are pretty solid. So you can just literally pull them out, and that's fine. It's just that, especially the McFarlane toys that I'm pretty sure Roman has, and I pretty much have too, because they're so bendy and they're really sensitive, you have to tie them down, or else you'll lose a fist, a wrist, or like a foot.
That's true.
If you don't open it the right way. So I'll go ahead and just drop you out here. So try my best to make it articulated here. This is Cyborg Superman. This is Hank Henshaw, I believe is his name. Basically, he was on a space mission. His craft blew up. He was the only one that survived, and he pretty much went through a series of experiments that turned him into a cyborg, and he thought he was Superman at one point. This particular arc, he can't technically die. So he becomes a yellow lantern, which you'll see not 1 or 2 or 3 lanterns. We got 4 yellow lantern rings on this one. Actually, is that a 5th? Nope. 4 yellow lantern rings on here. So you can definitely do fear by 4 times. It's got good articulation, especially at the level of the wrist. Head articulation is pretty decent. It's got really good detail on here too, especially with the red eyes.
Yeah,
So
love the eyes, love the teeth. That's that's very solid looking.
Yeah, like he doesn't have any articulation at the ankle, so I have to bend his knee for the ankles, I guess, to line up. So I don't know how he'll stand. And I guess the only other thing is the fact that he's got all of the red on, but he's a yellow lantern, so it looks off with the insignia. And on top of that, they gave me the Green Lantern stand. So it's like, it's gonna be confusing, but I was like, it's pretty good. I dig it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna wind up putting this one on the shelf that I've got behind me. If you look up here, second row, it's pretty much all Green Lantern.
Is that your rogue gallery?
Back here. Yeah. Well, that's all the Green Lantern. It's all the lanterns because I'm modeling my action figures after your setup now. Because it's like
crazy.
You have them all set up. It's ordered chaos is what I like to call it. So it's like I like that. So I'm trying to set it up. The only problem is the fact that because of the difference between the stands and the articulation points, they tend to fall over. That's why they look like they're on the floor right now. Is because at some points there's hard. And that's the other problem I have is if they've only got that little one hole in the foot for the articulation point, it tends to be top heavy and completely collapses over. So, it still works.
Some of them are not easy. Some of them are. Bacon pies. What kind of pies, Jana? Before you can jump out, you got to tell us what kind of pies you're baking.
Yeah, I too am interested in pies as well. We got to know what kind of pie.
So this is important. This is
that is very. We'll start the whole stream for some pies. Okay. So Nosferatu says, do you guys have any classic wrestling figures? Dude, I had Lex Luger action figure. I don't know if I had Rey Mysterio yet. We had The Undertaker, Kane, Stone Cold, The Rock, when there was like 9 or 10, and y'all wound up getting thrown out. It was rough. I even had the Royal Rumble action figure ring, man. And this was like the Attitude Era of like the late 90s. So yes, it hurts my soul. I want to go back into collecting more wrestling action figures. It's just there are so many now, and I missed whole eras of action figures that I'd want, and I just don't know where to start. So perhaps.
Oh, I can help. Wait,
what's a punky pie?
What is
a punk? You know what a punky pie is?
I got nothing here. Is this a New York thing? I don't understand.
I don't know. I do not know what a
I know. No, Copa. This is a family show, Copa. Family show.
We walk. I knew when I said that, I was like, we're probably gonna walk right into that. Oh man, hilarious. Let me see what I got. Oh
no, I don't know.
Pumpkin.
I don't know.
So Shiro. That's how Shiro pronounces it. Okay. I was like, see, we're both boomerang on that one. What is that new slang? What kind of pie is this?
Well, look, I have no idea what you just said.
I don't know what happened to Irene.
It's you kids in your wacky vernacular. I just don't understand it.
You kids, your kids and your terminology. All right, dude. What you got next up, man?
Okay, so number 2, and I'm going to show you the box first because I already took this one out, and there's some reasons for that. As you can see, actually, even showing you the box, does not.
That is awesome.
I love the artwork. So it fights with my green screen just automatically. So that one's already out. And what we have is Sinestro. And this one is new. This is like brand spanking new. Just released. And I can try to show you the stuff. I don't know how well it's going to. Nah, it like all disappears. It comes with a pretty good stand though, which I don't know if it's going to let. Oh, no, I didn't undo the thing for the stand. Okay, so that's not coming out. But Sinestro himself, okay, he's still the yellow. It's fighting with the yellow. Just the yellow lanterns. It's my green screen's weakness is also yellow. But it's a. Let's see if I can get a good. Oh my god! It's magic, folks. I'll hold them back here.
Oh,
So it's not quite as bad. But it's nice getting just a classic looking Sinestro figure, and he's the one who trained Hal as a Green Lantern, and then Sinestro went rogue. I mean, you all know the story. But this is one of the McFarlane figures. So the McFarlane figures generally, they do have nice articulation points. Look at that ankle movement. Look at that. I can't do that with my ankle. So you can, lots of good poses with it. If I try doing that with my ankle, I'm going to the hospital and I have to hear from Mrs. of the Empire, you don't move like your figures. You're not made of plastic. And she's right. She's right. So this is the scale. This is a 7-inch scale. That's what's different about these figures as well, by the way, the McFarlane figures, for those of you who don't know. So if you look over here, I'm always getting the wrong fucking hand when I'm doing it.
Me too.
Everything's falling. These are all 7-inch scale figures. These are 6-inch scale figures. So there's all the McFarlane stuff is just way bigger than the Marvel Legends stuff. So it's one of those things that if you have older figures, it does become kind of a thing. Because I'm a guy who likes scales to match up, and I know that there's many jokes to be had with that, but
many to be had, yes.
Like Sinestro next to here, actually, I can do a real quick comparison before.
Yeah, do that. Go ahead.
So this is the Daredevil that we just opened, and this is Sinestro. As far as the height difference goes, it's pretty dramatic. So that's why you need to have them all kind of in the same family of scale for those of you who don't do that level of collecting.
Are you gonna wind up setting them if Marvel decides to come out with their own 7-inch scale too?
I can't.
Or will set you back?
I can't do it. I can't do it. I've got a whole box full of 6-inch scale DC figures. A whole box that I had to. It's when these all came out. I'm like, well. In the box you go. And the McFarlane figures were better than, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, Mattel that was making the DC multiverse line before, and these look so much better.
Agreed.
And Roman, I'm mildly uncomfortable with that. I'm not sure what that means.
Probably. That's fine. Whatchamacallit?
I feel dirty.
So this is one I didn't even originally want it. But it looked so awesome when I saw it that I had to get it. I'm not even sure how much articulation this thing's gonna have, but dude, check this out. I pretty much have got 1990s roided out Hawkman. He's got quads, and I'm gonna show you the detail on the veins in his arms. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't even have any action figures within the Hawkman family. I think I have Hawk Girl. Yo, I have Hawk Girl.
I've got a dead Hawk Girl hanging over here.
Black Lantern Hawk Girl?
Yeah, I've got the Black Lantern Hawk Girl.
Did you get the have you seen the DC it's the 75th anniversary action figures that they had for her? Oh damn.
No.
Look at this.
I haven't seen
I'll show it. I'll look for it when I have you up if I can find it. But it's coming with detached wings.
Oh, those are nice. Where did you find this one, E.G.O?
Dude, this is the thing. Ever since before the last one that we did, there's a toy shop in Corpus Christi, 5 miles away from my drop. So when I drive in on Mondays, on the way home, I'll just go pop in and see what they got. So let me know if they have anything. I think the last 20 toys. Oh shit, I'm admitted to it now. My wife's gonna be pissed.
You can't say it online. You can't say that live.
Well, the last two toys that I bought over the last 6 months, my love, I got them all from this toy store. Hold on 1 second. I think what's happening is with the McFarlane line, what it's doing is it's driving the price down on a lot of the rarer toys that they had, because everyone's getting in at that $19.99 price point. You know what I mean? And so I think that because of that, they have like warehouses of these toys that they just keep in different stores. That if it doesn't sell, they'll put it back in the warehouse, move it to a different store. So whenever I would come in, it was like Christmas because I didn't have half of the Green Lanterns that I have in the collection now. I got most of them from the Darkest Night run of action figures, and they had them there. So that's where I've been
a
getting
great
them.
run, by the way, for folks who don't have seen those. Those are good figures.
So for people that don't know, there was something called the Sinestro Corps War, where Sinestro, the action figure that Roman had, he basically gets together a bunch of Yellow Lanterns to beat the shit out of all the Green Lanterns. And you're thinking, oh, okay, it's green is will, yellow is fear. And so you find out that, we have more emotions than just anger and fear. And so in the Darkest Night saga, they tell you about the other colors that are available, not just green and yellow. And now if you want to get in hardcover, it's like $90. I'm not gonna lie, but it is worth it. I should put that down for my Christmas, what I want for that, because it was a great story.
I actually have all the power rings from that run. I've got them hanging up in the back.
I need to get that. Are they in the box or just sitting down?
No, they're hanging on a ring that I have with all my right underneath my Green Lantern mask and such. Because yes, I'm a nerd. And I have costume stuff too.
You gotta bring that one. Yeah, I gotta see those at some point, man. Because I've been looking, had my eye on that for a few months. So, dude, look at this. Like the wings are actually, I'll pull you out for a second so I can show everyone, but the wings are actually really retractable. Look at this. Come in and go out. There's a lot of articulation, I guess, with just the wing joints on here. It's just you push them in here and you got them good to go. It's also got his mace here as well. And for those who wanted to see detail, look at the veins on this dude. That man is coming off of a testosterone cycle, and he is ready for action, guys.
It's like Zax if you put him in a bird suit.
This action figure was modeled after Zax, guys. It's weird because he has this wide ass stance, and so it's like there's no point in having articulation at the knee, but it's like okay, and there's zero articulation in the ankles, but it's like I guess he's supposed to just stand there and look menacingly. We put testosterone.
Looking tough.
Yeah, we put testosterone into an action figure, and this is what it's for. He's got the little side pouches on here too, which I like. The mace is pretty cool. I think this is a weapon or a gauntlet that comes with it. It's got a hole for, I guess, to put his fist in, but I'm not sure.
I immediately just you can't just bring that stuff out, E.G.O.
It's in a wing.
Cool. I have no idea what that is, though.
I'm about to ask you. It's a Thanagarian something or other, but I'll have to see exactly what it is. But for now, like it was a pretty good pickup. It's got some great articulation. I'm gonna go over to you while I try to look for my the hawker that's gonna be going out with this. Go ahead.
Got it. All right. So this next one, I'm wearing it on my chest today. Hopefully this one doesn't, it's still, man, the yellow. Why with the yellow? So it is, this is the Nightfall Batman. So you can see the art on the back, which also disappears, which is awesome. It's the hell of the green screen, kids. Sometimes it works. Sometimes everything disappears.
It's been your enemy today, man.
It is. So let's see if it's the yellow is going to be. It's a little more agreeable here out of the.
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off. So the thing is, it's not about one lantern. It's happened before, where one lantern ring controls all the lanterns for that color. But you either combine all the colors and you want it with a white lantern, and then that's like life, because life is a part of using all those emotions and being able to control them promotes life. And there's a black ring, and that's the death ring. I'll let y'all know what you do with the racial implications of how that sounds.
Oh
my. It's just, but it makes sense. It makes sense. If you read the book, it'll make sense. I'm not saying you need headcanon. It's just once you read it, it makes a lot of sense in how they explain how the emotional spectrum works. Back to you, Roman. Go ahead.
So the Nightfall Batman, and this is the god darn the green screen, the classic Batman colors. I guess the further away I hold it, the better it shows up. this is the, I mean, the gray and blue. I mean, that's the Batman that most of us, I mean, that's the one you knew from the 70s as far as the look goes. And they brought it back for, different things. And this was one of those times. So you get the good, see, when I talk about these figures though, there's certain things that are really cool. The double knee joint and the double elbow joints are great because you get just such more
What's a double?
range
What's a double? What's a double elbow joint? Let me see.
So the double elbow joint is the same kind of deal where you have two, I'm trying to show it here, 2 points where it's connected, and you get a lot more bend in the arm.
Okay.
So he can really take the arm back. And same thing with the double knee. I mean, it's very similar. And like I said, I'm sorry about the yellow all kind of skeeving out here and disappearing. But I've been, when they came out with, I think it was the Hush Batman E.G.O, and we were talking about that, and it looked really similar to this, except it had a big black
I thought that's
on
what
the chest.
It was.
I told E.G.O, I'm like, they're going to come out with one with the classic design on it, because that's the one that I ordered, and that's one of the few I've gotten screwed out of. Amazon just canceled on me, and I couldn't get the pre-order back. So it was what it was. But I've got a Batman like that, but he's on steroids. I've got, I mean, up here, and you can't really see them. I've got the Dark Knight Returns figures, and that in the first comic, he's wearing the blue and the gray, and then as soon as he takes care of the mutant leader, then he's wearing black and gray. So it's just, you get that nice change up as far as the costumes go. But I had my eye on this, and I'd really wanted it, and they have a gold label version of this, which the figure looks almost identical. The color scheme is just a little bit different. They've got black worked into the blue design. So as far as the paint goes, it's really nice. But do I have a figure of the night? No, I don't have. So like the first Batman with the purple gloves kind of figure, if that's the one you're talking about, I've seen it, but no, I don't have one. So this. And you can see around, I got a lot of Batman figures. Batman is one of my favorite characters. Batman and Captain America, they're probably my 2 favorites, but so I've got a ton of each of those. I got a lot of Superman figures too. So that is the Nightfall Batman. Again, this one was, I think, $24. That was either 23 or 24 bucks, but still, it's the McFarlane stuff, so like I said, you know what you're getting. And again, I'm sorry about the belt disappearing, the disappearing clothes, which is a little bit weird. It's magic, but one day I'll be able to afford an office, and I won't have to have this green screen anymore. But right now I'm just in the hot ass garage.
No, I got you. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I run out of room. Because she was like, "What are you going to do when you run out of room?" I've never thought of that concept. I was like, I'm going to rearrange the entire room.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare because it happens.
Yeah. And all right, so I'll double up with McFarlane, and also with what we're saying with Batman, because I actually don't have a lot. I have a few of his rogues. I've got Joker and Deathstroke, I think. So want to add to the rogues. So I actually went ahead and got Mr. Freeze.
Oh, you got it. I've been looking at that one. I've been looking at that one, and I asked Mrs. and she's like, "You don't need a Mr. Freeze." And I'm like, "But I don't have a Mr. Freeze." Yeah, that one. I've been eyeing that one because they had it, and I don't have that one yet. That's cool. Nice addition.
Did you tell Mrs. Roman the Empire the story of Mr. Freeze?
The love story behind it.
I
don't think that would have sold her. I don't think that would have sold her. She would have thought it was a clever ploy because it would have been a clever ploy, and she would have seen right through me because I'm not buying Romy. That's no.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. But that's I guess I've been looking at that figure. I've been eyeballing it, and I'm hoping that maybe I can find it on sale. And then she won't object to it quite so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think they will. I mean, they're doing a bunch of lines now, so I'm trying to figure out, if the prices are going to drop or if they're going to wind up staying the same at this point. Because, with the prices being what they are now and being affordable. Go ahead.
That Sinestro figure was $30. Yeah. So be warned. Be warned. And they call it some stupid different name. the they call it like the McFarlane Collector's line. The only thing that's different between this Sinestro and the other figures is it comes with a little interesting display. The interesting display is not worth the extra $10 for the figure. I will tell you that right now, Todd McFarlane. Please stop doing that. Just give me the little round base. That's fine.
Right. That's for people that don't know. Some of the manufacturers for toys will release this special line of this special action figure or special edition. And I thought at first, maybe the first year or two that I started buying them, they were worth it. But after a while, you're just like, well, you're just saying it's a gold label because what? I mean, the ones that like, have you seen the ones where there's absolutely no color? It's just completely gray.
I don't like those. I know some
I
people
was going to ask you about it. Yeah.
I myself don't like them. I just don't really see a lot. It's like it's almost like an unfinished thing. It's just straight up gray figures. You know, so you have no color, no anything. It's the same exact figure, but they're gray. They also have the other ones that are called the sketch editions, which are black and
What's
white.
that?
Same figures. It looks like it's supposed to look like a drawing of the figure, except it's a figure. Again, I don't really see a lot of value in that. I like the figures to look like, you know, the figures. The characters, you know, the artwork. So I don't know why they need to do the colorblind edition. It's I just don't know why. What is and they do charge a lot. I think they charge more for those too. And Nosh, you're not wrong. I need one of those myself.
I do too.
That's why I had to get rid of boxes. I used to be a box keeper. I had to get rid of the boxes because I just don't have room for them anymore.
Roman and I are now at the point where we've actually bought several action figures multiple times because we forgot we had it at home. I've done that at least 2 or 3 times this year. So,
oh no!
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, oh no, what a problem to have. And she was like, you better take that back. He's like, all right, fine. So I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna drop you out for a second here on this one.
Yeah.
So, not gonna lie, the detail is pretty cool. I like the case with the head in there. I like how it's actually attached to, you know, I guess it's his cryo tank back here on here. Armor looks fantastic. It's well detailed. It's weird. He's got the upper abdominal torso and a little bit of hip rotation on here. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's incredibly stiff feeling, which is weird because I guess his cryo gun, his hand's kind of loose. And so I'm afraid that I'm going to snap off a joint here.
Oh.
So
I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it looks like it would be clunky, but there's that arch
the toe
articulation
thing.
that's good.
I don't prefer the toe thing. I don't know why. How often are you going to flex the toe on the figure? I mean,
the only toe flex you can have is like the Flash. That's the only one that's acceptable on here.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking over it. Sinestro has it too, and I think does Bats have it too? Yeah, Bats has it too. I don't know why.
It's a weird thing. So, I mean, honestly, I'm probably just going to have him stand here like this because of how stiff it does look. And he immediately falls. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, he's going to have. Yeah, I mean,
is he top heavy?
Very. Like I have to have his ankle locked back at an angle so that he kind of stands like this. So yeah. So the thing is that it came with a stand and it came with a playing card, which is cool. You know, the detail on the back of a box of McFarlane's are always well worth it.
They're really nice. I'm glad they started doing the artwork again. For a while, they were just doing pictures of the action figure, and that was like lame. It's like, guys, I know what the action figure looks like. I want to see what you designed it after, because I actually keep the back of the boxes. I do cut those out. I have like a big just thing of cards of the back of the boxes.
Oh, damn, that's actually smart. I need to do that because I don't know what to do with them when I'm done. Let's see what I say. One for the shelf, one for the future kids, one for the reset. That's smart. That if only we could buy. I wish.
Yes, cannoli. Yes, that's a thing. It is. You don't want to break it.
Yeah. It looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure that if you're in the room and you see it on display, it's gonna be great. But it's one of maybe like 4 or 5 action figures where I'm like, don't touch it. Because the minute you do, it's going to fall. Yo, which actually I gotta show you an RIP that happened. Check this out. Hold on one second. Hold on, let me get this. Hold on.
Oh God.
Where is it?
Ah, jeez.
Bro, I don't even know how the hell this happened.
Oh no!
Look what happened to my Archillo. Like the jaw, yeah. I think I have to super glue it back, but this was the problem that people were talking about with the DC line from that era. Like it's incredible, it's very tough, but you used rubber for an articulation point at the jaw. So if you were going to use that, it's a weak point in this entire thing. So I think he fell and nothing else broke but his jaw. So I'm like,
except for his freaking face. It's
right. I was like, you know what? Of everything that could have broken, I would have accepted that. And I can't find his tongue necklace either. I am pissed. Like that was, I was like, honey, where's his tongue? It's like, what the hell's a tongue necklace? I had to explain it. And then she got upset because she sounded interested to hear it, but she knew it was going to be a letdown.
She didn't.
Like,
she didn't want to hear it.
Exactly. Dude, I have a question. Okay, so the McFarlane all gray figures are for paint. Would you paint them, dude?
I've only painted one figure. I don't, because I don't, generally they come as I want them to. But Parallax.
You had to paint the gray, right?
I had to paint the head because he came with black hair, which was stupid.
Yeah, that's really weird.
He doesn't. Parallax doesn't have black hair. In case anybody's curious, it's brown with a gray fringe. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Bobby, that's not a terrible idea.
It's actually smart. Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, it's usually like this. It's brown with the white edges.
That's the one
there.
that came out before.
Yeah.
My son had that figure.
Yeah, and that was the one I said, like his cape.
Yes, those shoulder boards, man. Ping.
Right, and that's the weird thing is McFarlane toys won't stand up right on their own, but they'll fall and they won't break. The toys before them, the minute they fall, buy another one.
The where's the hand? The right hand. You can see the bottom half of the comedian up here. He took a tumble, and his gun hand snapped right off. So that's actually, I had to reattach that. Same thing with where's the figure here? Golly, wrong hand. I never point in the right direction. Omni-Man. His head, I actually snapped off. Let me see if you can see down at the bottom there. Omni-Man next to Thor. Anyway, he fell off and the ball joint snapped off inside his head.
No.
So I had to plier that out, and then I had to use like the super horrible glue and I had to file everything down. I had to file the ball joint down because now whenever I tried to put the head back on, the ball joint would snap off again. So I had to file the ball joint down, and I had to file the inside of his head out so that it could just slip on easier. Oh, it was a nightmare.
There's no way. I'd have been like, honey, the Lord just wants me to buy another one. That's it.
Because and I've got, I'm going to show them later. I've got, and I'll try to go through those pretty quick. I've got a bunch of Invincible figures that I got for my birthday back in August, but I just haven't had a chance. No Earthquake Party. No.
Dude,
it would be over because this is, E.G.O, this would be about 2 days of work getting this set up again. It's just, it's not quick. It's not quick.
That's the thing. I know it's going to take me at least 2 or 3 hours to just reset the Green Lantern ones because of the varying, because they all have the different points of articulation. Yeah. So I'm like, I hope I don't break one of these. Let's see what we got. You missed my best, Zach. Sir, just have me on for what was the zombie movie they did? Bring me on for that one. Day or End of the Dance. I'll be on for that one. Okay. It doesn't matter which one it is because I've probably seen all of them.
You just didn't get it. E.G.O is the problem. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna reopen that wound. I'm not gonna reopen that wound.
Ooh, I didn't know. Do you give your figures?
No, you can't.
Warm soak. You can do that.
That's a thing, or a blow dryer also will help loosen things up if you need to. The heat.
Interesting.
I rarely have to to do that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if ever, but I know that people do because sometimes stuff sticks. It's just, and you can be brave and try to muscle through it, but you may end up with an amputee at the end of it. That's just part of the business.
Dude, you saw how I responded when I was trying to fix the what is it? Which one was it? The Arquillo, not the Arquillo, the orange lantern that I had, and I heard that pop.
Oh yeah,
and I almost lost my life, man. I was just like, I almost had a heart attack right then and there because the minute you hear a pop, it can go one or two ways.
No,
it'll do this or it'll fall right off. I was like,
yeah, usually it's not something that you're looking for. All right, so my next one is the Ted Cord Blue Beetle. So this is the classic comic book version.
Yeah,
this is a gold label figure. What does that mean? That means it was available at Target only, I think is what it meant. It's exclusives, man. I hate exclusives. Because they're especially the Walmart ones, because I never go to Walmart. It's not that I have a lot against it, I just don't go there. But there's a Vampire Green Lantern out right now that is a Target exclusive. And I want it, but I don't go there, and their website sucks. Blue? Really? You're not going to show blue either? God! So this is the Blue Beetle figure, as much as you can see of him. So this is not the movie figure. The Jamie, whatever his name is, character. This is Ted Cord. Ted Cord is the Blue Beetle. And yes, in the comic book, they do good change up stuff. But when I think Blue Beetle, this is the one that I think of. I've seen many people describe him as kind of Tony Stark, but a nicer version of Tony Stark.
That's fair.
And I mean, he's one of those mechanical wizards. He's also in Kingdom Come. You never see him in the suit, at least not the classic suit. I'm trying to remember if he's in any suit in Kingdom Come, or if he's just helping Bruce out. I think he is at some point, but my brain is fuzzy and old, so it's not reliable. Yeah. But again, you've got the double knee joints, the double elbow joints, so you get some really good articulation when the figure doesn't disappear.
You want to hold up against the box to get more? Do you want to hold up against the box or a dark box?
Let me try
or something. Yeah,
that work? Does that not? You can just see through it.
My bad.
It's terrible. Anyway, but it's a real simple design as far as the suit goes. It's nothing crazy or complicated, but it's one of the iconic figures or heroes. One of the old school guys, and he's not like an A-lister, which is another reason I wanted him. I like getting some of the more oddball figures, and Ted Cord is definitely one of the more oddball figures. Definitely, and he just comes with a bunch of hands and a clever gun. It's fine. Am I ever going to change the hands out? Probably not. Superman usually comes with two hands, and I usually have one be a fist and one be the straight hand for flying. Mm-hmm. So that's the Blue Beetle.
No, I'm not. Are you going to get Booster Gold? Because my buddy Except bought me the blue and gold.
I don't know if I am or not. I haven't decided. I really don't like Booster Gold.
What?
A lot of you like Booster Gold. Everybody loves Booster Gold. He's fun. I just don't really like him. So
wait, why don't you like Booster? Wait, is there a version of him you don't like, or you don't like?
No, just in general. I just don't like the idea of the character. He's a kind of he's from the future, and he comes back, and he basically that's how he has his powers.
Dude,
I know. His wrist is limp as all F. I guess that's fine. I don't know what Ted's doing in his off time. But anyway, Blue Beetle, it's a cool figure. I need a better green screen. is what I'm deciding from all of this.
Not gonna lie, guys, this next one I'm bringing out is special because it is from my friend Roman. He actually got me the gold label Project Superman. Now I know that this is the one that he actually showed you guys, with the one we did back in August, and I told him I'd been interested in it too, and he was like, "Say no more, I got you." So this is how great being in this community is, especially if you find someone that you have a hobby with. It is so fun to share with someone, especially when they're able to like hook you up and say, "Hey, I've either got an extra one, I got you," or "Hey, thought of you, you got to have this one." So Christmas is going to be fantastic from here on out, guys. All right, so same
And
thing that
I
you
love
have.
this. I love this figure. I really do.
Look at
And for those of you that aren't familiar with
Oh, yeah.
the Flashpoint paradox, this is the Superman that is in the Flashpoint paradox. Either the animated version or the comic book, Project Superman. It's not it's you saw the movie. It's replaced the girl who shouldn't be there with Kal-El who should, and it's a similar but not same. He barely talks. Right? He's had almost no human contact since he arrived on Earth. It's really a very tragic version of Superman, but and it comes across much better in the book and even in the animated feature, which I think was a better version of the Flash story. So it's Superman, but he's been deprived of proper sunlight for all this time. So he's not the all powerful being that we know. And then spoilers, Batman and crew rescue him. And all he needs is a little bit of light. But because you'll see him in a close up here in a sec. He's much smaller. He's not the Superman who's been exposed to our sun, and that's where he gets all of his power from. So he hasn't had and Superman is almost, and if you read into the lore a bit, he's almost immortal because his sun, the sun just keeps recharging him. So if you read the extended version of Kingdom Come, he lives long
he was in there for a while
into the future. And I love that. I love the extended version. I think it's fantastic.
It's awesome. Like, honestly, it took me a while to actually open this because I was scared that I was going to break it because of how fragile he looks. But hold on. It's pretty cool. I'm having him do the Black Power Fist. That's hilarious. But yeah, I like the simple detail on here. It's just a simple black suit on here. Got incredible musculature detail on here. Really flexible ankle joint that we know with the McFarlane toys. I think that it came with where is it? I think it came with the cybernetic arms to build. I think it's supposed to be so that you can build Cyborg on here. So they didn't feel the need to switch the arms, the hands out for this one. But they just like what Roman had with his, and now mine. You can kind of see he's got dark circles, like he's been studying all night for finals exams on here. But yeah, overall dig it. And yes, guys, this one's special to me, especially because it's something Roman hooked me up with. So again, thanks for Roman, dude. I really appreciate it, man.
I do. You're right. I mean, I love having someone to get to share this joy with, because it's certainly not Mrs. of the Empire. Hello,
hey,
AJ.
What's going on, dude? Oh, Mike has bad things. Was saying a lot of people don't like. I so wait, hold on. So is there any person that could be hired to be Booster Gold where you'd actually go see the movie?
Oh, as far as an actor goes,
yeah. Is it you're not gonna? I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get the action.
Here's my problem already, though. E.G.O.
Go ahead.
James Gunn is not wowing me, and he hasn't done a good job. When he came on board, we all talked about it. We're all excited. James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Suicide Squad. I enjoyed all of those movies.
Yeah.
But as soon as he got in there, things just kind of started dropping. Where you're going, oh.
There.
And then his fawning over the Flash movie, and was that studio push fawning? Probably, but it doesn't help your credibility when you're rebuilding the universe.
That's fair.
And then the Henry Cavill situation. I have feelings about that. I think a lot of people do. Well, he's rebuilding his universe. Okay.
It's just, but he's like, hey, I'll bring in this person, but not this person. Yeah,
but he's not bringing anybody in. Everything I've seen now is nobody's coming back. Nobody, because Gal Gadot thought she was coming back. She thought she had a deal, and it turns out, no.
I think that's the weird thing to me is like we keep finding out about these things as they're happening, and I was like, we don't really need to know as it's happening. Let us be speculative.
Maybe he's going to do great things. I hope he does. But right now, because I've heard Chris Pratt being thrown around for the idea of Booster Gold. I like Chris Pratt. Everybody likes Chris Pratt. It's impossible not to like.
Yeah.
And if it looks good, I will see it.
Okay.
That's
all right.
it's,
Unless
but it
I just
all
want to know if
hinges
you
on
give
it.
it a shot. If you give it a shot.
How is the presentation you're going to do? And that might change my mind. That might change my mind about Booster Gold, because all it does, it takes one positive performance to make you go, you know what, that character isn't so bad.
Okay.
And it can just totally flip the switch for you.
Okay, I'll take it. I wanted to highlight this one from Cannoli. Is there a price limit you have for buying one of these? You want to take that one, man?
It's yes and no. Is so for normal off the shelf stuff, $40. But when we're talking $40, we're talking like Swamp Thing back here, or like the Hydra Stomper, big figures. That's where the $40 will go. Or, and I'm going to be a little bit of a hypocrite here, I paid $40 for the McFarlane Parallax because it was a Walmart exclusive and I couldn't find it. That's a great example, E.G.O. That is a great example. That's a $40 figure. Now, there's going to be a comma and a caveat, and sometimes a figure, it becomes rare and you're not going to find it in the wild. It's simply, if the pre-sale, you missed it, whatever, the Amazon decided they weren't going to send it to you. Now you are left to the open market, which is eBay.
It is ridiculous.
Nowhere shall you find such a hive of scum and villainy as eBay. The price automatically doubles on a figure from
immediately
Amazon, Walmart, wherever, to eBay. That's kind of your standard thing. It's going to double.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more. I think the most expensive figure that I have, which you're not going to be able to see here, is my Dark Side. It's not even the McFarlane Dark Side, because I didn't like the McFarlane Dark Side. That's one of the few ones that he came out with that I didn't really like the figure, because I didn't like the way it was designed in
that's fair.
In the Zack Snyder film either. So I've got a more classic designed Doomsday. And it was like $60 though. So it still was a lot, but he's not 10 feet tall either. I would like to have like a giant 8-inch version of Dark Side, but whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I would tell you guys, it was weird because during the pandemic, everything dropped really, really low. Like here, toys that were $35 were going for like $20, $25. You bought them, or you're like, well, hey, it's probably gonna stay this way. I've got a Red Hood action figure that was a standard $22. It's like it was $75 to $80 at one point.
Woo!
And I'm not even sure if that was boxed, right? And so there's another Dark Side action figure that he's talking about. It comes with his daughter Grail. That action figure is $200, and it's been $200 for the last 2 years. But also what happens is the fact that you have a situation like Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne. They were packaged together as action figures together. And it was the DC line. Which one we got?
DC did those fellas no favors.
So this is the problem. Like, it was $70, and I saw it at a toy store in Philly, and I was like, okay, I'll wait until it hits the market. And ever since then, I've been checking it for the last 3 years. It's $189.
Wow.
Which is absolutely astounding, because I have a Damian Wayne action figure already, and they already made the Jonathan.
Where's my Damian Wayne? Yeah, there's my Damian Wayne right there.
Right, and that's the one I have. So I'm like, well,
yeah, I like that figure. That's a good figure.
It's a good one. And I said, so I thought they were going to make the Jonathan Kent one, and they just jumped straight to Superboy. And I was like, I don't want that one. That looks weak. I actually like Jonathan Kent in the jeans, the T-shirt.
And
the sneakers.
Oh, so before they did the change.
I wanted that. I wanted the 10-year-old version.
That's like the Teen Titans.
That
version.
One. Yes, it sounds out of context sound terrible. But yeah, the boy version of Superboy. That's the one that I wanted. That sounds awful. But I thought they were going to make that one, and they never did. So it became rare because I can't find it anywhere else. And that's $200. So the price limit, I will say this. There's the price limit I had in my head, and there's a price limit I had to tell Shiro, because the one that the Larfreeze that I got was $100. But what happened so what happened is I bought Supergirl before that, and I forgot that I already had one. So he let me exchange it and gave me a $30 credit. So I was like,
Okay.
oh, so technically, Hunter, it was like $70. And so he's like, all right, cool. But I think it's the highest that I've gone for one individual action figure. I bought the New 52 Justice League for $100, but I mean, we're talking no ankle joints, no knee joints, just like no, I don't think they had any elbow joints. They were just like the old school ones that just did this. Yeah, and so I phased them out when the McFarlane started doing their own Justice League. But yeah, 70 I think is the most that I've spent on an individual action figure. Now I'll buy 3 or 4 that might have been 50 or $60 a piece, but I don't do that unless there's a Comic Con, and I saved up for months to pay for those. I think Bobby had another one. What do you guys think of the HasLab Giant Man? I don't think that's going to fund.
No, I don't think so. No one needs, because that thing when they say giant, I mean it is. He's like a 3-4 foot action figure. It's really big. It's kind of absurd. It sounds unless absurd. You have somewhere really dedicated, you have a mansion and a secret cave underneath it. That's the kind of person who can collect that figure. Here, Jacob Ironside is sharing with me his action figure here.
Go ahead.
Let me show it. I'm not doxing myself on anything here, am I? No, okay, I'm all right.
No, you good.
Every now and then it happens. Oops, did I just get rid of it? Oh, there it is.
I got you. No, I got you.
No, that's fine.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the Jack.
So that's the
Jack
1990s.
Batman. Damn.
That's cool. I have not seen that one. Nice. So he armors up. That's very cool.
That's actually, I like that. That's not bad at all. You got a good dude. You got to come on here. He's got to come on here and show us and do an unboxing with us, even if it's just one action figure, dude. Come on at whatever. Tell us what time the time zone difference is, so we'll have to do one with you on there because that sounds awesome. Are we back to you or for the Giant Man?
Yeah. So oddly enough, you just did Superman, and I'm doing Superman, and I really hope this thing actually shows up on camera. I'm a little concerned right now. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to show you the back first. That way, hopefully that doesn't just disappear on me. So this is the Hush Superman. I've been waiting for a good Superman to come along for a long time, and I'm hoping that, bless your heart, Superman. I saw this one, and I was like, oh, they got it. I love the colors. It's big.
Nice.
Because the Superman 1000, I really like the look of the Superman 1000 figure. It's not unlike this one. It's got the same colors. It's got a really good head sculpt. That one's also worth an awful lot of money now. It's in the overhead over here, and you can't see it.
Damn.
So I've got that one up along with. It's one of my top shelf figures, but I wanted to have a Superman who could be down with the peoples, and I got one a while back that was the same collection that John Constantine came in, and you can actually see it right there, and he's not bad, but this one was just so much better, and he does look a little pissed off, and the blue is giving me a little bit of a problem. But just as far as a big, imposing Superman figure goes, this is good. This is. I mean, look at that jawline. Everyone would kill for that jawline.
That's a nice.
He's got the curl coming off the front. Just nice detail. He's got the big S on the back. A lot of your Superman figures don't
with the
have
black
that.
outline. Yeah,
I love that. That is just gold. And this was a $20 figure, so it wasn't super expensive. There you can see the curl in my hand. There you can see the curl in the front of his head, and just it's a very solid looking figure. Again, sorry about the green screen effects, folks, but that just kind of happens. But man, it's a like I said, he's a big guy again. I like this is gonna sound, there's no way I can sound this.
It sounds awful out of context.
I like a muscular Superman. I don't like him to look like he's just toned. I like him to look like he's a big dude. And this is that figure. And I also love the classic colors with this. He's got the wrestling trunks, the yellow belts. This is the Superman that I like. I don't prefer the Superman that doesn't have the red trunks. I know that it looks more streamlined and all the blah 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 blah. but I like the classic look of Superman. I didn't remember these original
That's fair.
superheroes were designed after the
Yeah.
wrestling outfits of the day. That's why they made them look like this. So he does come with a flight stand as well in the package.
You
So
got a
that's one
flight
of
stand?
the ones you can put in.
Can
so
you please show? Yeah, can you please show everyone that you
Yeah.
got a flight stand? This is actually really rare to
right,
get
so,
for an actual.
it's still in the box, and you can see it in there. So it's got the plastic base, and it's a little arm that you attach the figure to right here. That goes around his waist, and it lets him be in the air. If you can see up here behind me, Iron Man is on a flight stand. I have certain figures that are on them. A lot of them on the top shelf, which I can't adjust the camera to because I'm not really there. Have flight stands, and you want your flyers to be in the air. That's what that's part of the appeal of these figures. Superman flies. I want him to be up. Actually, John Jones is on one too down here, but it's John Jones. I mean, hey Dempsey. So I was just excited. I got really all I wanted with this action figure.
How much was that one?
This one was 24, I think.
Really?
Remember, the
That's
price
not
has
bad.
gone up a little bit. So
Okay, cents.
yeah, and that's unfortunate. Everything, some of them are 20, some of them are 24, some of them are 30 now.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I have a question though. Would you have wanted if you had an accessory outside the flight stand? Would you have wanted the kryptonite poison ivy necklace that he wore?
Oh, I've they actually I think they have that version of him out there.
I thought it was a statue. That's what I was saying. I know that.
Oh, is it a statue? I may have
statue.
misread it.
Yeah.
That would look cool. Actually, and if they did one with kind of a green glow going on, that in the statue, that's what I thought that was actually that.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it was so much more expensive, and that explains it really.
Yeah.
So that's it's like I said. So it's the McFarlane figure. So again, you get the good size. He's a 7-inch figure.
Cool. All right. So, what was I gonna see on here? I thought I saw something I was gonna highlight.
Oh my
God,
I got piles of stuff over here.
Oh yeah, but I checked Bobby Wold. I checked out the link you sent me. Those action figures look pretty cool. Like, dude, there's like a barbarian Santa on this one. All right, these actually look pretty. I might get one of these, like an action figure.
What's
elf.
this ones we're talking about, E.G.O?
The Big Bad Toy Store, the one he sent us earlier. He sent me the link. I'll send it to you too.
No, I use Big Bad Toy Store for some of my stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes they will get the pre-orders up before other people do. The only thing I have, and this is not a bag against the Big Bad Toy Store, so no, I'm not bagging on you guys. Their shipping, it's not the cost of the shipping. The shipping is a flat rate. That's no big deal. The problem is it takes forever to get your figure from them sometimes. And that's the downside to Big Bad Toy Store that I found is like sometimes Target, Amazon suddenly gets it. Everybody has this figure, and you're watching everybody show their figures already. And you're like, where's my figure? And you see that you don't see him for like a month. And then he shows up. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I could do that. All right.
I'll consider it the pre-order world.
Cool. They look cool though. I mean, I might for Christmas. I actually might get one. I'm thinking I'm gonna have like a row of random action figures that have nothing whatsoever to do with them. Like I've got a John Wick action figure. I just don't know where to put
that's this corner down here. You go. That's my random stuff. Yeah. So over here you see I've got McCready, Master Chief, Darth Vader, Star Trek. Ash from Evil Dead. So that's kind of my rando box of stuff.
Okay. I think I need to do that too. I have them and it's like they look cool to show up. I just don't know where to put them.
Well, I'm gonna be building another shelf next month to add on to this side. So I'm gonna have a whole nother unit added on to my display. So I'm gonna be able to expand a lot more. I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool. All right. So next one I actually got is more from the Batman v Superman action figure line. I actually got Metallo. So I got another Superman Rose for this one. Yeah. So because I'm pretty sure that at some point they're going, I think when they announce whatever they're gonna do Superman, I'm pretty sure either it's gonna be Brainiac or maybe Metallo. So I know that McFarlane Metallo is around the corner, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like how that's gonna turn out. So I was like,
no, you're right. Because sometimes the movie figures, they just don't look, they're not the version of the superhero that you're interested in. Some of them are very good. I think the Batman and Superman figures from the films, have been very, very good. But like I said, Dark Side, I didn't really prefer the Dark Side from the film, and that's the one that you got. So, it's all a matter of preference. It's the same thing with any collection.
I'm not gonna lie, this one actually peeled out really easy, which I was worried about for how small this action figure is, because it's actually. Zoom you out here. Hold on one second. Toss this stuff. Here we go. Right here. All right. It's actually pretty cool. Like it honestly looks like half a man. This arm almost feels like a twig, and the articulation, you don't really have a lot of it because of its actually being a metal arm. So I don't even think the elbow joint really bends because of how fragile this looks. I don't know why they gave him a I don't know why they gave him a dart claw arm. I have no idea. I have no idea why they did that.
That's I don't know how he goes to the bathroom. That's what I want to know.
I don't know what this arm is for. It's a lever arm, but it's like, am I supposed to just toss like play cars or like dig dirt with this? It's like, it looks like he works for cat. What's it, cat? Those machines that you see out there with the fields. Hold on,
construction guy. Yeah. I love the metal skeleton coming out. Though. That's a really nice look.
Look at this. Hold on. So it's got that, right? But they also came with a face. So it actually has a face that came with it that you can literally take off.
That's cool.
Yeah. This one was like maybe 35 or 40 bucks. The weird thing is like he's actually and they show you it in like the detail on the hip. Like it's actually exposed, so he actually stands in a wide stance. I actually can't get his I guess the legs to actually come any further in than this, which is I'm actually okay with it because it's supposed to be taking up space and be menacing. He's barely got any articulation at the head, I guess, which is okay because again, I think it's just supposed to stand there and look menacing.
Right.
It came with the face. I'm thinking this is his rib cage I'm supposed to put on here.
Oh, you can pop a rib cage on the front?
It looks like a rib cage. Yeah, it's this thing right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
And I swear that there is a piece of kryptonite around here someplace.
Oh, to go inside.
Yeah. I don't know where I dropped it.
E.G.O lost his kryptonite, folks. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god, this is why I should do these in broad daylight. And the thing is like everything's in black. I'm gonna wind up finding this a week later and be like, guys, I found that one piece that I thought I lost. Oh, I got it. I found it. So yeah, it's actually a piece of hold on a second here. So I can find it solid. And how do I get you that for you? There we go. Like a little piece of kryptonite. It's like a kind of fluorescent piece, and it's got a peg on the end. So it definitely is something I can push into the rib cage at some point to actually have the kryptonite exposed in his chest. So this was a really cool find, and I actually really like this version of it. This is almost like the version that I remember watching in the animated series. Yeah, it didn't look exactly like this, and he didn't have a dump truck arm. And it's weird. The dump truck arm is actually the one that's kind of like flexible.
You get a lot of motion on it.
You do, which is weird. Like his whole arm over here has almost zero articulation, but the dump truck arm works. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll take my wins where I can get them. So to get 3 accessories with this for 35 or 40 bucks was actually a really good get. So, that was a pretty decent one. All right.
There's a lot. You're right. I mean, the ribs, the kryptonite, the face thing. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it works. I was like, you know what? As much as I didn't think I was gonna get, that worked out. White bear.
Hi, Whitey. Hi, Whitey.
Oh man, hi, Whitey. Dude, you're up next, man. Go ahead.
Lord. So, I might rapid fire these, E.G.O, because they're all from the same, and they're all going to do that, which is gonna drive me crazy.
Understood.
They're all from Invincible. So if you've seen the Invincible series on Amazon, I have a couple of those figures over here already. I have Omni-Man and Invincible. And I picked up for my birthday robots. And I'm making a mess out here, and that's fine. Who actually is a really neat looking figure. Of course, his eyes are going out because they're green. You get actually pretty reasonable articulation out of these figures as well. I think it's Diamond Select who makes these, if I'm not mistaken. So they're not McFarlane figures, but they do look just like the figures on the program, though. So that's Robot. I'm gonna throw him over here. I got pile building up of figures. I'm gonna try not to lose any of this stuff. This is Alan. And if you'll remember, he like comes to
Alan's awesome.
Because he thinks this is after Omni-Man. They think he's gone, so he's coming to basically do like a job interview with Invincible, and he just beats the living tar out of him. It comes with a lot of stuff too, which is pretty cool. But so let's see if you can get a good look at him here. Just it's a neat looking figure. Like I said, if you enjoyed the show,
It's not bad.
these figures are definitely for you. Because again, they look like the animated versions of the figure. They're not made to look hyper realistic or like comic book.
And I'm okay with that. It sticks within the animation style in which it was
made. It totally
I can't hate on that
for the show. And then the last one I got is Adam Eve. So she has the ability to manipulate reality, all material. She can make anything out of anything. And she's also another cool. Open up! Oh God! Oh geez. Okay, sorry. They all come with an awful lot of stuff that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I'm going to have to get a whole different bin for my Invincible stuff. Okay, don't fall. So here's Adam Eve, and again, so Adam Eve, you think it's going to be some kind of wokey name thing? It's not. It's because she manipulates atoms, and her name is Eve. It's It's kind of straight. It's kind of right on the nose there, kid.
Straightforward.
But again, a fun figure from a show that I enjoy. Season 2 is coming up beginning of November, and I'm going to be
excited, hopeful
reviews of that. Well, season 1 was just so awesome. So if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's a superhero show. That isn't made for kids. I'm not going to say it's an adult superhero show because that's a different kind of superhero show. It's for grown-ups though. It's violent. It has language. It's very violent. And it's clever. You have a lot of really good voice actors in it. J.K. Simmons is the voice of Omni-Man. Stephen Yeun from Walking Dead is the voice of Invincible, Mark, his son. It's a good cast. It's a good show, and there's actually a lot of comic books out there too. So if you want to check those out, but
did you read any of the books?
I've never read it. I kind of wandered into it on Amazon, and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome.
Yeah. So I will say that whole first season is maybe the first 30 pages of the book.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The thing is, you know what an omnibus is, right?
Yes.
There are 3 of them for Invincible.
Oh, golly, that's a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get the first omnibus and you read it, the first season is literally like the first 30 pages, and there were like over 400. So I'm not sure how they're going to do it yet.
This is Robert Kirkland as well. I should have mentioned that. The from who gave us The Walking Dead. That's who gave us Invincible as well. So
yeah, they did a really, really good
job.
No,
I don't have any Walking Dead figures. My son has some though.
Gotcha. All right, so the one that I got is continuing on with more of the Green Lantern action figures that I got. I actually have been looking for this one for a while.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I couldn't find it for under like $60 anywhere else. But again, I was in a toy store in Corpus Christi and saw it. Guys, this is the Black Hand. He is. when I was talking, we were talking about the different emotional spectrums. Like black is supposed to be death, and so every ring bearer has to kind of have the embodiment of it in human form, more or less. And so for this one, it's William Hand. They changed his backstory. He was originally like a Hal Jordan. He was basically like a really rich guy that just went around just doing, ha ha ha, you'll never get to me alive, Hal Jordan. But for Blackest Night, they revamped it. Like he basically was Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy, more or less, for them changing his backstory. And so they were like, Death liked him so much that it chose him as its living avatar. So I've been waiting for this action figure for months. I've actually been waiting for it for months to come down from like $60, and I finally got it. So I'm gonna start opening that one now. Hold on.
That's a good add-on, dude. Yeah, Green Lantern offers us an awful lot of really cool figures and characters. It would be nice if McFarlane would actually do a proper Green Lantern line. They've given us 3 figures now. You got Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan, and Parallax. But and John Stewart. So John Stewart as well. But I want to see Guy Gardner. I want to see Kilowog. I want to see the rest of the core, and that's just a money maker for McFarlane. They should jump on it.
Not only that, I mean, the thing is like, because of, if you read the Darkest Blackest Night storyline, you've got different characters being different lanterns. Like I've got White Lantern Flash. I was going to buy Green Lantern Batman. Yeah, I was close to getting it, but it's just like, if anything, I would have wanted Yellow Lantern Batman. I know they didn't do that, but I mean, yeah, you've got so many opportunities.
Have you seen the Yellow Lantern Predator? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they got a Yellow Lantern Predator. I'm not even making that up.
Dude, DM me that one. I don't even believe you put that much in. No, there's no.
Yes, it exists. It's out there. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Green Lantern, it's just such a rich and interesting and diverse, I may even say, because storyline, because they have these are lanterns from all over the galaxy, and that's what makes it so cool.
Yes. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I bought this mainly just to say I have in the collection. I'm gonna zoom in this real quick. There's barely any articulation in the neck. There's nothing in the feet. This thing is incredibly stiff. Like, this is nothing but to say you're in it for the Green Lantern lifestyle. Well, he doesn't need a cape at all. I don't know why. And I don't remember him
that arm of his, Ego. Let me see that arm. Yeah, that's his loving arm there, ladies.
Yeah, I mainly just had this to say, like, if they're asking about if I have it, yes, dude. There's barely any. There's no wrist articulation.
He's almost a statue. He's almost a statue.
Exactly. But it's like, if he's the embodiment of death, I guess he's supposed to be stiff. Like, it's actual. If I got Rigor Mortis in an action figure, that's what I got.
That's him.
This. Yes, I'm okay with this though, because they made up for it by giving me the actual Black Lantern stand.
Yep. I've got that came with Hawk Girl.
Yeah, and that's the other problem, is the fact that, like, because you've got so many stands that are great and they take up space, you can't put them next to each other, because there's so much space.
I got a whole bin of those things too.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a shelf at least 4 feet wide to put all the action figures on if you put the stands on them.
Yeah, I rarely use the really nice stands that come with them. I rarely use. I usually just the crappy little circles that McFarlane gives you. Yeah. They're not big. They don't take up a lot of space, and they do exactly what they're supposed to do.
The disc stand, pretty much.
Yeah, just a little disc stand.
Yeah.
And most of my figures behind me are not on stands. They're just freestanding.
I know, and that's actually really good to get those freestanding like that, man.
Every now and then you get one that is just not going to happen with. Just the balance of the figure isn't there, so you've got to use it. And it's just like, okay, well, no harm, no foul.
I need to make sure I make sure that this is said so that Mrs. Roman of the Empire knows this. How are you looking on time, sir?
I can go a little bit more, not too much more, because then I will be part of the Green Lantern or the Black Lantern for myself.
No, you do yours. Do yours. Do your.
So I'm just going to zip through these.
We'll do one more. We'll do one more.
These I've got, because I'm these are the ones that I don't want to save them for later.
Okay.
Because otherwise they're going to be sitting there for like another. I've had some of these for a very long time, and I'm just going to show you what I got. I'm not even necessarily going to take these out right now, but so it's the Ultimates Captain America, and I wasn't going to buy this because I have that is the Ultimates Captain America, and I have behind my stupid giant noggin. That's a whole bin of Captain America and Iron Man, and if you look, there's a Captain America, Captain America, Captain America, but it was only $10. For $10, I was not going to get the figure, and I'm going to open it up.
$10
in time.
That's
$10,
not bad.
you know.
That's not bad.
So there's that. I've got and these. I don't know what they're going to look like because there's green in them, so they might just disappear. And yeah, so that's the problem. So it's Gamora. It's Gamora from the What If series. So you can't see that. And I've got a Robin.
Okay.
I'm not even going to bother to bring up because he's got green friggin' legs, and he's just going to have no legs.
You got paralyzed, Robin.
Yeah, so I've got amputee Robin, which no one wants to see. It's the green screen, folks. It's just it's good and it's bad. It's a curse and it's a blessing all at the same time.
Okay.
So that's it for my giant horde of action figures, though.
Okay,
that I can unbox here.
All right, last one.
Oh, nugget and fry from McDonald's. Yes, I will, my son Jake of the Empire.
Well done. That's not bad at all. I need some nuggets too. Damn.
Because a Roman got to eat. I made burgers earlier in the day, and the meat was a little wonky, and I don't know why. It was like a 90-something% lean. It was that nice lady brand at the Target, Laura Lana something. Something was wrong. Something was wrong.
What?
You want to see what about AJ? You want to see what it looks like? Here, I'll show you. Oh, shucks. Oh, my green screen just took a hit too, but that's okay.
It did. Okay, go ahead.
There he is. He's got no arms. He got no legs. He got no face. You got no face, AJ.
It's been about the Invisible Man.
Stupid.
Oh, man.
Green screen.
Dude, all right. So last one I've got. I'm not even gonna take this out of the box because I'm just looking at it for the first time now, and it looks awesome as hell. Now, this was one that I had as one of my Grail action figures, not as an action figure, but just I couldn't find this Green Lantern. I'm talking about the Alan Scott one. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I got it, dude.
I got the old one. I didn't. You got the new one though. You got the new McFarlane.
If I can get the old one, I'll get the old one too. So this is the thing. Backstory. So we were looking at these, and I believe it said that the original release date was August. So maybe like 2 or 3 weeks after we did our stream, it was available for pre-order. And they were like, yo, it ships like Labor Day. I got this last week, man. They changed I gave them $30 in August. And my shipping.
Who did you order through? Who'd you order through?
Amazon. They were the only people that had
Amazon.
it. And so the thing is, dude, my ship to date changed 4 times.
Ooh.
And it wasn't like
that was Sinestro. I ordered him through Amazon, and all it had was order received by it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Because they had a date, and then they got rid of the date and it said order received. You're screwed if order received pops up. Then I was at Target, and they just had it. So I'm like, oh, all right, same price, still $30, which is too much, but whatever, fine. And then I canceled my Amazon order.
I don't blame you. I was gonna cancel it too. I just forgot when it was supposed to come in. I just saw it on the doorstep one day. Dude, I'm not even gonna unbox this. Number one, you know there's a gold election, right? Now there's a collector edition. Did you know that now too? And that's how they got
the $30 figure. That's the $30 figure.
Bro, okay. I'm going to show you the back of this thing. Look how beautiful this is. Hold on. I'll drop you out and show you this. Look at this. Look at that.
That's the Alex Ross art.
This is Alex Ross art, guys. Oh, amazing detail. Check out the dude. Look at this. Look, I was like, damn. I know this is gonna be at least $60 in 3 weeks.
Oh, on the market, on the black market, the aftermarket.
Yes, I don't even want to open this thing right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks that detailed. I'm gonna probably get the older one. But like, I kind of want to let this sit one in box for a little bit because I didn't know it was going to look this detailed.
Let it rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let it breathe, guys. This is like a box.
That's the stand.
Yes.
That's the one. Sinestro comes with a similar thing. Yeah, like I
Oh,
said,
that's what you're talking about.
it's for behind the figure. But
Ooh,
it's
I mean, I'm
that
in
figure
trouble.
is way more worth it to me than the Sinestro version. Because it's Alex Ross's art. If you do Alex Ross's art on something, it automatically is a better product.
Yeah, guys. I'm actually so in awe of this. I can't even open it. Like damn. We'll do a special edition and we'll open these. I've got another one that I haven't opened either that I'll save as well. That way, the wives, when they ask, will say, "Hey, look, we actually held once over." You know, there's a lot we could have done today, but yeah, dude, thanks for joining me again to unbox some more toys.
Yeah.
It's always great having you come over to jump in the stream and actually do this with me, guys. If y'all actually buy any action figures, either for your kids or for yourselves, show us pictures, let us know. Or like White Bear said, if he just brings out his action figures and we try to guess them, that'd be an awesome drinking game. You take a sip or
I'm a
shot
little afraid
every
of that,
time we get it
Whitey.
wrong.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know. I know. I mean, he's gonna bring out Warhammer and shit. We're gonna be perplexed as hell.
Yeah.
We're like, we're drunk in 10 minutes. Go ahead, man.
So I've got 2 more figures that I have currently on order.
Okay, what you got?
I'm gonna keep secret. I'm gonna keep it until they come out. I was excited, and I don't just order anything that I remember. My space is limited right now. Of course, soon it won't be, and then I become a lot more dangerous. So it has to be something that I'm like, man, I wish they'd make this, and then they make it, and I'm like,
and that's a problem. Yes.
And then I said E.G.O, and then I said E.G.O and DM. I'm like, damn it, dude, look what they did. And he's like,
guys, half of our DMs are being mad at money we're gonna spend on stuff, and like, hey, yo, how do you convince your wife that you already bought something? And I was like, hey, man, if you die, you die.
I'm not gonna buy this one. I'm like, I bought it.
I bought it. Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, guys, for over a 2-week span, we went from like, I got 3. How many got? I got 5. And then 2 weeks later, how many got? I got 8. He's like, I got 11. We know it's a problem. If there's ever an action figures anonymous group, we're definitely going to be in there.
Yes,
if not leading it at some point, because we have a problem. Okay, and because the market is 25% adults right now, if there wants to be, dude, you know what we need to do? If there's a toy convention, if we ever find that there's a national toy convention, we got to go to that. If y'all know of one, let me know, bro.
That would be fun.
I'm not gonna lie. No. I'm only highlighting AG because y'all not gonna believe this. Guess what? Guess where it was taking place at a hotel 2 miles away from my house this weekend. FurryCon.
Oh, sweet mother of God!
I swear to God, I would never. I knew it was that weekend. I didn't know where it was. So like, dude, we're getting off of the highway to go you get off at the at one of the exits. You go up 2 miles, make a right, go 2 miles, you're at my house, right? We're on the road, and I see this dude with this big ass tail. No, dude just got on a t-shirt and jeans and shoes, not even a fucking costume. All right, sorry, don't mean to see that word on my live stream. Not even a costume, just this long rainbow tail.
Oh no!
I'm like, what is happening? And my Shiro's like, honey, wasn't there a convention? I was like, oh my God, it's the FurryCon.
Oh,
dude,
that's the worst.
Bro, I wanted to take a picture so bad, but we were already on the exit. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I want to go in, but if a guy just having a tail is in there, I can't do it. I was like, I need a gatekeeper to come with me.
There's a lot of peculiarities that I understand happen at the furry conventions.
So this is the thing, all right?
No.
I'll tell you that. This is the thing. Because of where we were, I couldn't tell if that was a regular tail or the other kind of tails. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't tell you about it later.
I'm unaware of special tails. And I'm glad.
Okay, all right.
That's something that I
yeah.
don't need. I don't need that up here.
That's the thing. I didn't know. I was like, where's the tail? Where's you know what? I don't even ask because I couldn't see if it was a waistband or if it was another kind of particular tail that people. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, that's
Dude,
so much worse.
The tail
All
was,
right, I
the tail
I
was,
understand
it
now.
was, the tail was that long. So
You know,
it didn't mean to drop that way, but it's just the minute I saw him, I was like, yo. And I forgot to say I saw it when AJ had his stream last night, but I saw it and I was like,
oh boy.
from this distance, wow. Exactly. So
yeah, some things just shouldn't exist in our reality,
it
folks.
should not. I'm not not gonna bring up White Bear or AJ's comments, but yes, what they comment, I thought that's what it was too.
That's
yikes.
Because
yeah, I didn't see any kind of waistband or tail, and the man's just wearing regular clothes. So, that's probably what it was. Anyway, we're about to get out of here, but tell everybody where they can find you. And Modsky, if you could put Roman's YouTube channel in the chat, we greatly appreciate it. Take it away.
So I am over at Roman of the Empire on YouTube and on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but YouTube is the one that you care about, kids. And we do a show every Thursday night at 5 Pacific Standard. And this week we're in the spooky season of Halloween. So this week we are doing our favorite modern era horror movies. And that's 1974, so it could be anything. So it's going to be a big panel. There's 9 of us on this week. So that's everybody kind of throwing stuff out there. And those are really fun conversations. The following week for spooky season, same time, same day, we're going to be doing Army of Darkness. And I've got a nice panel put together for that one already as well. So come on over. We have delightful conversations about stuff we don't like, but wish we could, and stuff that we absolutely love. So that's the way things are over at Roman of the Empire.
Nice, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'll be on that one tomorrow.
Yes,
which is going to be weird for me, guys, because I'll tell you guys once we're on his chat for the reasons of the horror movies that I chose. But yeah, I am actually really excited. I'm thinking that next to Christmas, Halloween's technically becoming my favorite holiday. Like, I don't me and Shiro actually saw The Exorcist True Believer like 2 weeks ago. So I'm not sure if our review for that is going to be up Friday or into next week. But yeah, we'll do the review on that one. And I didn't even know. Did you know there was an Exorcist TV show at one point?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Oh, it only ran for 2 seasons. Go ahead.
Have you seen all of the Exorcist films?
I haven't even seen the first Exorcist. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen it. I know the phrase that everyone says, but I was watching.
You can't tell people that lie to me, E.G.O. Lie to me.
I can't. I don't have a life. I've never seen the Exorcist movie before. So this is the thing. I play this. I've only technically lived real life for 7 years. I've been in school.
That's right. I forgot. Yes. Yes. And you have a lot of catching up to do.
But it works because if everyone says, "Have you seen it?" I say no. I get to watch for the first time with you. I'd be like, "I'm the first time I saw it."
For The Exorcist, that is what a stop the stream. that's probably my favorite all-time horror movie. I'm not going to be talking about that tomorrow. Someone may be talking about that tomorrow. Exorcist 2, don't watch. You can pretend that doesn't exist. Exorcist 3 is good.
How many
I don't have anything.
Are there?
Then they made another one, Exorcist the beginning. Something
I think was that in the late 90s? Was that in the 2000s?
That had Stellan Skarsgård in it. Don't watch that either. So 1, 3, and I don't know about the new one. So you'll have to wait for your review to come out on that one.
I watched. So have you seen Evil, the TV show?
I have not.
So this is the thing. If you watch Evil, they ripped off from the Exorcist TV show, but they made it more kind of believable. Evil was pretty good. It's a TV show. It's on Paramount. Season 1 started off. Kids can maybe watch it. Teenagers can watch it. And then season 2, they went overboard to kind of like we're on Paramount Plus now. We can do whatever. Right. It got really fast. We're like, where did this come from? But It's pretty good. The guy that played what's his name? Michael Coulter, the guy that played what is it? Luke Cage.
Oh yeah, I like.
He plays a priest. And
really,
yes, he's about to become a priest and he's about to take up his final vows. And it's him. It's I'm not sure if you know the other guy, but he is their resident cynic. He does all their audio visual equipment to make sure, like, hey, no, that's fake over there.
Oh,
that's not real. Yeah. He does that. And then there's a woman that's a psychologist for the state. And so something happens. Yeah, the very first episode, something happens where they're like, is he faking this or is he possessed? And the first episode is them trying to figure it out. So you're kind of going through it through her eyes. Now, I will tell you this. Have you seen what was that show where it was a computer that would talk? It was I
got nothing here.
Jim Caviezel was in it. It was a TV show. It ran for like 5 or 6 years. And it was about a computer that would give a social security number out, and they had to figure out if the person was actually the perpetrator or the person that needed to be saved.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking. Yeah,
okay.
It's not. I never saw the show though, so it's
right.
not.
But you know the guy
person
that like
person of interest.
Yes. You know the nerd. Yes, you know the nerdy guy. That was
I've never seen the show.
Damn,
I've never seen it.
Well, there is this one guy named Leland, and he is an MFer. Like the stuff he does, you get so mad at him, but he's so great at being a bad guy. And I've seen him play a dork. And so it's really good, but they ripped off a lot of the show's elements from the TV show The Exorcist. And The Exorcist ran for 2 seasons. But if you get a chance to watch Hulu, it's on CBS and I think Paramount. The storyline is really good. They try to show you how big it can get, but I think that you'll like it because it's like sometimes it like, are you really possessed or is it a play? So you might actually like
that's one of my favorite types of horror film is possession horror films. And I know that's dark and weird and terrible, but I
do too.
I think they're fun because there is that element of, you know, the religious based terror. And I like that because for me that's real. So that's why I think it's so fascinating. Pops.
Yeah, Pops. Yeah, dude. No problem.
I'm the evil twin. Pops is the good twin. I'm the evil twin. So
I can see that. Yeah, Pops are awesome, man. That's fine. You're a good distraction. We wanted to talk about that. We can't wait to talk about this stuff tomorrow. Anyway, it's gonna be very exciting. I've never seen The Exorcist. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I have to.
It's not the same. Not the same.
I don't know, man. It's even you can't. Oh yeah, I'll have to talk about that. Yeah, I'll have to talk about that one later. That's how excited we are for tomorrow, guys. but anyway, thank you guys in the chat so much for joining us. We've had a great time. I think that we're probably gonna wait until maybe around Christmas time to do like the Christmas unboxing with you guys at this point. Because that's the only way we're probably going to be able to justify buying more action figures after our wives see this video, this live stream. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We got some cleaning up to do before our wives
a little bit
find out. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. We'll see you later. We're out.